So today we're going to learn the fundamental basics of Pilates. So the exercises shown on this video will help you with all the other exercises in the videos that follow. So basically it's all about correct posture and being able to activate your core muscles. So we're going to work on the muscles around here and going into your lower back and to get your spine in neutral position. So first of all, to get the spine in neutral, we'll start with the foot position. So your toes want to be pointing forwards. And you can do that by lining up your hip bones, and it's hips, knees and toes lined up there, as if you're getting your fingers to line up with your second toe. From here, shoulders come up and round and back and down. Okay, and then to work on the lower spine, I'm just going to show you from the side. So from here, we've all got different back postures really. Some people have quite a big curve there, lumbar lordosis. Some people have flatter backs, so as I'm showing you there. So mine is quite curved here. So I'm going to show you the arch and hollow, which is a warm-up exercise. So you can see the curve there is getting bigger and then it's flattening off. So we're just going to do that for a little bit. This is nice because it sort of warms up the lumbar spine and gives the discs in between the vertebrae a little bit of a massage really, and it helps sort of plump them up. So it's generally a nice comfortable exercise to do and especially good for warming up. So we'll just do that for a little bit. Notice how your spine is liking this. So which position feels easier? So for me it's that. And which position feels more difficult? So for me it's going flatter. Generally, the position that feels harder is probably the position that you need to do a little bit more of. So for me, I need to work on that rather than that. You shouldn't feel any pain, so if you're feeling any sharp pains or anything like that, or pins and needles, you don't want to continue with this exercise. So I'm going to bring it in neutral, which generally for most people is sort of the middle of the two extremes. So you can do a little test here. So if I put the flat of my palm on my tummy, the side of my hand on the lower back, and the fingers should point straight down to get neutral. And this test works however big you are. So if you're 9 months pregnant, it still works the same because it's about the position of the fingers pointing straight down. Okay, so I've got my back in neutral now, and we'll work on the head position. So you're going to slide your chin forwards and then glide it back and hold it there for a good 3, 2, 1 count, and then turn your palms out and hold that for 3, 2, 1 and release. We'll do that again. So you slide forwards and then you glide back, hold it, and then turn the palms forwards. And you can do that really as many times as you like. Just keep that going for me for a few more. It's good because it's working the muscles at the back of the neck, making them stronger, and it's stretching the muscles at the front of the neck and into the chest where they are generally quite tight. So I'm just going to do one more. So slide forward and glide back. So it's good to do this exercise if you work at a desk or if you get lots of tension headaches, because it's just putting the head right in the correct position and stretching you where you tend to be tight and strengthening the muscles that are generally weak. Okay, so that is neutral position for the head and the lower back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to activate your core muscles. And this is the most important thing that you'll do in Pilates. There's all sorts of other techniques like breathing and things like that, but basically if you're not activating the core muscles here, the exercises that follow won't be as safe and they won't be as effective. So it's really important to get these working. So I'll show you this on the floor. You'll probably feel it a lot better trying this on the floor. So lying down in neutral, so hips, knees and toes should line up, and just think about where your spine is sitting. So, you know, have you got an arch there? Can you get your whole arm under, or are you quite flat? You don't want to be either of those things. You want to be somewhere in the middle. So if you get 3 fingers and pop them underneath your lower back, you should just be about able to get those underneath a little bit. So that's the neutral position. From here, if you put your fingertips onto your hip bones and walk them down diagonally slightly and just give a little press. I like to put my thumbs underneath the hip bones as well to just sort of give me a little bit of extra tension there. And so I'm going to take a breath in, and as I breathe out, I'm going to draw up my pelvic floor muscles. If you don't know where those are, it's as if you're trying to stop the flow of water when you go into the toilet. So you can practice that here. Okay? Then once you've got that, try and add on bringing your belly button in. So relax again, breath in, breathe out, pelvic floor up, belly button in. You'll hear me calling that the zip and hollow in other videos.